Hi YouTube family, happy Friday night again. This is my third video tonight. It's because I came across this information earlier today and I'm excited to bring it to you. So this is another video and I'll put the link in the description box. I'm going to play a portion of it now. It is entitled The Most Chilling Account of a Hybrid Encounter. So that is the theme today. So I'm going to go ahead and play that.
So I'm here with Christian, and he's in Norway, and through the miracle of Zoom, and of course accounting for the time change, and this is one of those interviews where we actually got the times right. Oftentimes it's like, oh, it's just I'm off by 3 hours or 6 hours or whatever, but this time we got it right, and I applaud you, sir. But getting serious here, you had an encounter with an entity, a hybrid entity. Tell us about that, please.
Yes, it was later before summer vacation started in Norway at the 7th of June this year. And myself and me and my wife were just going on some regular grocery shopping.
You may want to put on closed captioning because of his accent. So this happened on the 7th of June. Okay.
At a pretty nice grocery shop a couple of miles from our hometown in southern Norway. So everything seemed fine. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we were just going through the doors sliding open, and there was no one in this section of the shop. So I just do what I usually do, try to look at some grocery stores holding, or what you perhaps would call it, vegetable stands or something like that. And then something really out of the ordinary happened to us.
So let me ask you something. Your wife is with you?
Yes.
And did she have the encounter also, the confrontation?
Oh, yes, she did.
So this is, let me just back up. This is normalcy 101. This is like, you're in a grocery store, you're not looking for anything, you're not expecting anything, you're at the vegetable stand. I mean, this is ordinary as you can get, but then something extraordinary happens. Tell us about that.
Yes, well, it's like you said, we were not expecting.
Then something extraordinary happens. Tell us about that.
Little blip there. My doggies were barking. So and this kept playing, but I paused this. So anyway.
Yes, well, it's just like you said, we were not expecting any trouble, just going to buy some potatoes, some vegetables, some meat and something for the dinner, later afternoon dinner. But when I just put my head in the forward position, just looked out in the open room of the store, it was just us. It was no persons behind us, no persons in the rear of the shop either. It was really early in the morning, so. And then suddenly this tall, blonde woman, just eyeballs me, really getting eye contact. And I was like, wow, that's kind of the ordinary. I'm just there with my wife, so why is she eyeballing me, you know? And then she just kept a stone hard face, just piercing me with her yellow eyes. And then I understand, wow, is this hidden camera or something? Because a person looking at you with such perfect hatred, that's kind of a normal.
He just said that's kind of a normal, perfect hybrid. Yeah, that's kind of a normal look, because that's what he's just saying right there. He's a little bit hard to understand, but he's recognizing that this woman that he says is about 6'6" and yellow eyes is a perfect hybrid.
Because I've never seen her before. She hasn't done me anything. And then she's just moving towards us. I would perhaps describe it like slithering, like a snake. And my wife also, she really gets to get really gets really nervous and scared at that moment because she was perhaps 15 feet away from us. And then at 9 feet in front of us, she starts to doing strange movements. I couldn't really see her feet, but I have given you an description and also a personal drawing of this woman.
He said he has given a description and also has a personal drawing of this woman. I wish he would have brought the drawing. Now, I haven't listened to this whole interview. It's 29 minutes and 29 seconds, and I think we need to look up 2929 because you know how people give you the numbers on their videos and what it means. But he's talking about, or I would like to see the drawing that he's talking about of this woman.
So that's now the brain fog starts making me dizzy and my wife dizzy, and my wife gets so scared.
So he's talking about a brain fog, and to me that's so interesting that this hybrid creates like a brain fog around him. And I'm going to tell you, when I had COVID a year ago, October, I had it a year ago this month, and I had such brain fog. It was like thinking through mud, and it's like it's the enemy's like way, and the way he attacks us. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if it's darts. I've heard of darts in the spirit realm. I've experienced darts from the spirit realm. So that cloudy confusion, that thinking is really difficult. It's like, it's like you've ingested something. What's wrong with me?
She's just crouching behind the vegetable stands just before this woman lifts up her skirts and flashes her genitals at us. And I barely managed to, use our neck. God has blessed us with us, our guys with necks. So we shouldn't watch another woman.
Then he said she lifts up her skirt and flashes her genitals at him. And of course, she is a product. I mean, she's a demon. So of course, that's, the norm for their behavior. Now, is every hybrid going to act like that? No, but she did. And so I'm going to stop there. We're about at the 8-minute mark, and I'll leave the link in the description box. You can listen to the rest of it. I just wanted to give you a snippet of it. And also, this guy here, which I'm new to, what is his name? L.A. Marzulli. And I subscribed to his channel today, Supernatural Confrontations. And so I'm really interested in some of the things that he posts. And he also mentioned, I believe it was David Jacobs' book, They Are Among Us. And Dee from Last Days Messenger actually emailed that book to me today. So I hope to get to that soon. There's a lot going on, and this is going to be, is part of our world and our experience. And so again, the more we learn about this, the more equipped we are when something like this, whether it shows up in our bedroom or at the grocery store or in our car, however all this is going to take place and all the ways this is going to take place, we want to have that experience. We want to have that frame of reference so that of course, we're going to be a little bit alarmed, but are we going to be screaming and running and going crazy? No, because we have authority over the enemy. Jesus said in Luke 10:18, I saw Satan falling like lightning. Luke 10:19, behold, I give you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power that the enemy has, and nothing shall by any means harm you. So we have authority over the enemy as long as there's not sin in our life, habitual, ongoing sin. We cannot sup with the enemy and have authority over the enemy in other areas. It's not going to happen. Habitual, ongoing sin, not a mistake today, not if I had an angry word, if I gossiped and then I repent, I'm like, God, once you actually mature in the things of the Lord, you can't sit in sin anymore. If you do say or do the wrong thing, you're repenting a short time later, going, God, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. And you let go of it very quickly. That's Christian maturity. And so you're going to be in good standing most of the time. And if you're in good standing and in close contact with the Lord, you're going to have authority over this stuff. And that's what you want in the upcoming seasons that are happening. So actually currently for some of us, and then more in the future. So again, look for the link in the description box. And this girl's done for today. 3 videos in one day is a first for me. And I found them all quite interesting. And of course, then I want to share them with you. So that's it for today. Have a good night. I will see you soon, family.